Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to GIS World channel. Today I would like to start the second video of this series of tutorial of the QField and QField Cloud. So let's jump inside the project and to see what is happening and how we can prepare the project for the QField. Before I start, we must go to the plugin, manage and install the plugins, and here searching for the QField plugin, QField, and if I just install no, just in the here QField sync, and after that install the plugin, it will be installed in some seconds into your machine. As you see, plugin installed successfully. And if I just go again to the plugin, the QField sync plugin has been activated. So let's come to our layer panel here. As you see, uh, for example, here we can see project boundary, buildings, point, polygon, land parcel, water body, and house number, and building usage and building ages as a CSV file. I will show you how we can configure them. The project boundary, for example, we have this boundary and we would like to just to capture the information from each building inside this boundary, which is not that kind of important layer for us for the configuration. But the building is very important. And if I just open the attribute table here, you see we have some kind of, columns, usage, building age, comments, image, date, finish, floors, and video. So we would like to capture for each building such a information. And for we have the point, as you see here, we have some kind of photos, graveyard, parking houses, parking places, bus stop, for example, and for the polygon, for example, agricultural, pedestrian, road space, public green space, and private green space categories. So don't worry about those layers. I will upload those layers into the GitHub and you can just download it and you can just test this project into your machine easily. What I'm doing here, you can do it into your machine by yourself. In first step, we must go to for example, the building, this layer, and to the properties. And this is the important part for us, attribute form configuration. Because the symbology you can learn even in this YouTube channel. We have some videos regarding how to do the symbology, and it is the easiest part. And the attribute form, I will show you how we can configure this attribute. Or maybe before the start, if I just show you, for example, how it will be visualized. If I just click in one building, it will be like this. This ID usage is a similar form. For example, if I just import this project inside the Q field, it will be similar like this. So it means we do not have any option to choose some other values in it. So let's configure it in the professional way. And if I just go to the properties again and attribute form, for example, this is the ID from each building. So here is very important for us widget type, where we have the different widget type. For example, this ID is not that kind of important for project leader who are the outside to see that. So we can consider this one as a hidden. And here alias, we can define, for example, the name of, for example, we have defined one column in the original, but we would like to give it another name. So, and go to the usage in the widget type, usage of each building. We have the possibility like here, relation references, attachment, and some others. For example, if I just come to the value map, we can write it down some values, for example, like here, description, like a industry, for example, or it takes time. It's up to your project. But the best way here is that, for example, load data from a layer or load data from the CSV file. If you have some CSV file into your machine, you can use it. Or if you have the layer from the layer, let's use it. The layer, as you see here, building usage, here building usage, because of that I added here. And after that, the value, and you see the value has been added 0 to 6, and the description will be from the description. As you see, it has been added. If I just OK, you see the value 0 residential, 1, and up to 6. And if I just apply and OK, and if I just click to one building again and activating the toggle editing, you have this option already into your system. So let's continue for other configuration usage we have done. So as I said, we can load the data from layer, which is inside to your layer panel, or from the CSV file. And the building ages, the same process, but let's do it with another trick. For example, the value relation. What is the value relation? We would like to select layer, key column, and column value from building ages. And the key column is the value, and the value column is also value, and description color is the description, as you see. And here we can have, for example, allow null value, allow multiple selection. If I just click allow multiple selection, let me show you how is the result. And if I just click here, we have this option here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see, and after that we can have multiple selection will be added into our project or layer. And if I just close this one, and let's come back again to the properties, and in building ages, description value, let's have the value here. If I just apply, okay, and by clicking here, you see, we see the values here. And if I just change it to the description, building ages, description, and here description. If I just apply, and by clicking, we see the description, the building ages, for example, from 1860 to the 1918, and we can have some different values. And if I just click, again, you see this is the result. Exactly, we will see the same inside our mobile device, when we are the outside. So let's continue with another layers here. We did this comment. Maybe we can keep it like a text edit because we would like to write it down something. And here is also important constraints. For example, we would like to add all the time something in it. So in this value or this column shouldn't be a null. So it means we can consider also the constraint here. And the image, which is very important for us, we must all the time have it as attachment. And after that, it will be default path. It will be saved as a path. And later on, when we are done with the project, here will be image, for example, integrated document viewer. And when we are done, I will show you, for example, use the hyperlink for document path. If we activate it, how is the result? And if I just apply and go into the date, which is simple, and if I come to the date and time, we can have some display format. We can just choose it custom or defining whatever you like. And after that, finish. For example, we would like just to check if it's finished or not. We can use the checkbox. If I just go here, checkbox, for example, check is a yes, or unchecked is no, for example. And if I just apply, and let's come back again to the project and check it, how is the result? Okay, it seems good. Image, also we can have it, the date we can define, finish is the checkbox. It seems okay. And if I go back again to the here, for example, this is a test, and we would like to define the alias like a floors. And here, widget bar, we would like to define, for example, the range. And the range for the floors, for example, from 1 to, if we just imagine, if we do not need such a, or we can just delete it, to, for example, to the 10 floor step, each floor 1. And let's see how is the result. If I just apply, okay, if I just go here, you see here we can just the floor, and if I just activate it, we can 1, 2, 3, something like this. And here, as you see, we do not need, because it's the number of the floors is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so we do not need any per the numbers after point. So how we can deactivate it? And if I just go here again to the properties, to the test, and here precision should be 0, and here 0 on the steps, and here is an interesting part, and editable and slider. It is very interesting. And if I just OK, and if I just click here, it will be the flows like a styles, sliders. And after that, you can just have it 1, 2, 3, 4, and you see exactly the same slider into your QField project inside your device. So if I come to the next live, which is the video, again, the widget type attachment, but this time integrated document viewer should be as a video. So it means we can have the audio also, we can have the web view, and after that, if we just define here the video and apply, it will be similar like an image, but you can capture the video. If I just click here, you see this is the our uh, style what we are seeing into our QField project. So usage, you can use the different building ages, maybe building ages, and maybe we can change the giving the alias to that, or even we can change even the format of this. And here you see we can even define here the floors, and the video will be, you can even run it if you have the video inside to your QGIS. So we are somehow done with the building, and if I just see, this is done, this part, yes, it seems correct. And after that, and let's check, for example, if giving some value to this, how it will be the result. For example, this is our symbology according to the building usage. And if I go to the symbology, yes, is exactly according to the usage. For example, if the value is null, it will be residential and it will be the blue color. And let's check it if it's working, if it's correct or no. And if I come to the residential, and okay, it must be blue color. So it seems everything is okay, but we do not save it because we would like to consider it as a raw project. And we have the point also, and we have the polygon. So it means in the point, if I just open the attribute table, you see we have the ID and survey data, and this is the symbology according to the survey data. If we are giving the null, it will be the photo, and it will be, if it's 1, it will be graveyard, and to 5, it will be playground. And let's check one of those. And if we are giving one value, for example, here as a bus station, bus stop, we can also adding the images, and it will be added into our machine. And if we come to the polygon, it's the same. For example, let's have one of those here, like a private green space, and it will be added into our project. So it means exactly we can create such a polygon and new geometry inside our tablet. So let's remove what we have created, because we would like to have one, the one raw project into our mobile device. And if I just discard, do you want to save the changes to your layer point, discard, and it will be removed, and we have our project here. And also, which is very important, in some project we would like to create exactly after the data acquisition what we have creating to creating one PDF file. So it's easy with the QField. And if we go to the layout, we will create a new print layout, like a plan 1, for example. Is up to you how many, and it will be added here. And we can have, for example, here, but you can just customize and create a better plan layout according to your project, according with the specific scale, and some other information to be added. Maybe I can just add very fast some information here, like a scale bar, but you can design it according to your interest. For example, how it must be, for example, visualize into your project, for example. But I just showing to you, for example, how we can have, for example, some information, and after that you can do it with the according to the other project. For example, if I just add it here, main properties, plan 1, and after that you see such a plan later on into our, you can create it, for example, giving some frame, it will be a little more beautiful. And even maybe we can consider also the legend here. Here it will be big somehow. Maybe we can just reduce, some kind of auto update will be deactivated, and maybe we will remove such information. And after that, maybe we have the better, or even from the polygon, it will be smaller. But as I said, you can create it according to your project, which is easy to configure, but you can see such information directly into your project after map creation. So if I just save the project, and this is the time to jump to the plugin QField Sync plugin, configure current project. So as you see, this is the QField configuration part, and we have two parts. QField Cloud, we will cover it, which is very important and very interesting and very effective way for us, but in the following videos. But right now we are in the offline method and cable export. And here we have the layer, and we have the action and the properties. And this action is important to know, for example, some different. And here copy means we can create a copy of that, which is to simplify your project, and it will be copied of your layer. But we would like to use the offline editing. Why offline editing? Because whatever we are changing into our field, it will be by synchronizing with the QField plugin inside the QGIS. It will be synchronized to the raw project, and the data will be somehow overwritten. So let's keep it as a offline editing, and this remove from project is not necessary because we would like to keep all of those. And offline editing is already, and if I just again offline editing, and here we will support it in the, for example, future videos. If we have the base map, or as a single layer, for example, we can define it, or as a, if we have the teams, it is highly possible to have the different teams, and we can also support it and to show it in the Q field. And geo fencing and advanced setting, we will support it or cover it in the following videos. So it means we are somehow ready for the Q field. And if we just apply, and after that going to the plugin package for Q field here. So it means this export directory, you can just define where to be saved, and after that, if we just create the project, it will be in some second will be created. And this is the time you see finish creating the project. It will be saved here, and please copy this folder to your QField device. So let's go to the device, our mobile device, and how we can define or open this project inside our device. Maybe before copying this data inside to the mobile device, we can check how is how is the result, or how is the files inside our computer after using this QField plugin. As you see, this is the test QField, and if I just double click, you see that these data as a QGIS geo package file, and some other information like this as a zip file, and we just copy paste this one, copy into our mobile device. Here you see if we connect our mobile device or tablet with the PC, and here the tablet, and we have some by default some information. And if you go to the Android, and after that to the data, here you see ch point, open GIS point QField, and just going inside files, and after that you see the imported project, imported dataset picture QField. And if we just go to the imported project, and here we can make some kind of test like this test. And if I just go here and taking this information, copy, as I said, whole folder to the here test, and here paste. If I just paste, it will be added. So, and this is the time, jump to the tablet and check how this data will be opened into our mobile device. This is the time to go to the tablet, and if I go to the Play Store for the Android system, Samsung, you see if I write the QField, and it will be updated. We have the option to update or uninstall, and you can just install. So there is when there is an update is available, you can update the software into your tablet. And for the iOS, you can just go to the App Store and just download it. As you see, we have the over 1 million downloads for this app in Android. So let's go to the QField. As you see, this is the logo here, and if I just click on here, it will be open a QField cloud project.
and open local file. And if I just QField Cloud, I will explain to you in the following videos, and open local file. And if I just go to the imported project, again the test as we define, and this is the folder test QField. And if we just open, we see the map what we have created in QGIS. Going here, we will see the legend and attribute and layer panel what we have created. For example, if we go and clicking here, for example, we can see the legend we show on map. Let's just deactive, and you see there is no project boundary anymore into the map. And if we go here again, show on the map, it will be back into our project. And also if you go to the building, so right now we can give some attribute to this. And if we go to the building, you see here by clicking and start editing usage, for example residential, and for example this is the time, and the building age, and comment, for example I love Q field, and done. And after that we can make an image, for example just taking the image from my desktop, save, and after that the date, it can be today or whatever you like. For example, this building has been captured. For example, we can just easily give the number of the floors here, and after that capturing the video starting, for example 2-3 seconds, and after that it will be saved here. As you see, if we just run, you see the video what we have captured, which is very helpful for the urban planning project, and the project has been saved. And you see, if you just back here, we have the symbology of the residential building here. So let's go again, and we would like to create some bus station with the point. And if we go to the here, we are in the browser mode, and if we are going to the digitize mode, we can create the new, you see the cursor here, and by going here and by click, we can have, for example, the bus stop. It will be saved here. And for example, I would like to have another one here, for example as a parking house. It will be saved here, and you see the information into your map. And if I go to the polygon, for example, I would like to have a polygon here, for example, again from here to here to here to here, and just close it, and for example add a string, and if I just save, it will be added into our map. So these are the some easy option from and very effective option, but we have more, but we will cover in the following videos. But just imagine we are finished with the map creation, and we can have the print to PDF. And if I just open this PDF, you see the result. Whatever we created in the map layout in the QGIS, we can see with the result here, which is a very nice quality of map. But you must make it move better in the map layout configuration, which is not related to the QField. So if we just go again to the map, and we have the information here, so this is the time to take the information what we have captured. Maybe we can have another building here to see the different color, for example giving the usage like a commercial, and another comment like a hello, for example hello, because we would like to check how is the result, and again the number of the floors, and save. And if we go again, we have those information. So let's take this data from the tablet and opening and synchronizing in the QGIS and see the result inside the QGIS.
So by connecting the tablet again to the PC and coming to the tablet, and here again to the Android and data, again the same path that we've been already, and files, imported project, and just going to the test and taking this layer and copy to the inside our PC. Let me just show you. As you see, this is inside my PC and just in here copy paste, and for example it will be the data from the QGIS to tablet, and if I just click, you see this is the image file and this is the video file that we had and the information what we have captured, and even here we see that this PDF what we created inside the Q field. So all data are complicate all data are completed and inside our desktop. So let's go to the QGIS and show how we can have these data synchronized exactly here, what we have captured. So we will go to the plugin again and QField sync plugin, and this time synchronize from the QField. As you see, we will define where is that. We will find the data what we have created here, yeah, and after that clicking, so the data will be coming from that one because we copy the data from tablet to this folder, and if I just synchronize, the data must come automatically synchronizing from this what we have captured into our QGIS desktop in some seconds. So yeah, as you see, the data has been complete, the task completed, and we see right now the data inside. And if I just open the attribute table, you see the result here. For example, this is the video has been added here, and here the date, image, for example, comment, and what we have captured here. And even in this point, you see the parking house one, bus stop one, and here pedestrian is the one, and the map. And if we check this, also the layout, it must be also added here into our map layout. You see the result has been added. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you got enough for the first video of this series of tutorial, and in the next video we will jump to the more complicated task and more interesting feature from the Q field, and you can create it some more complex map and taking advantage of more complex um, details and function from the Q field. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.